Hello everyone, thank you for joining me again today. This is Cindy from clbcraftcreations.blogspot.com with another Halloween treat container. This one is actually a round container, and it holds a good amount of candy. The dimensions are just about 3 inches, maybe 3 1/4 by 4, so it's 4 inches tall, and then 3 1/4 around. We're not going to be making this one, we're going to make something different today, but same idea. It's going to be the circle treat container. So let's get started. I'm going to use the Fall Fest stamp set. I'm sure you guys realize this is one of my favorite stamp sets at this point. I thought it would be really cute to stamp all the little pumpkin eyes on a piece of black cardstock and then white emboss it. So to get started, I've already got all the little faces on my block, and I'm going to wipe down my black cardstock. Oh, and sorry, the measurements for this piece of cardstock are 5 by 11. Okay, so we want to make sure that we get this nice and coated. Since we're going to be white embossing, you need your Versamark pad. Get that all on the screen. Ink up your faces. And I went ahead, just to save time, I went ahead and mounted all of them on one block. And then I'm just going to stamp them randomly all over in different directions. You just want to get a nice little pattern. Okay, I'm going to finish stamping this off camera and then I'll be back. Okay, so now I'm back and I have stamped the entire sheet with Versamark ink and my ghosts. And now I'm going to take some white embossing powder, excuse me, and I'm going to sprinkle this all over. Okay. And then we've sprinkled all the white powder on here. Go ahead and tap it off, scoop it up, make sure you get all okay. Alright, and then you're just going to want to make sure that you blow off any of the excess. And then any places you may have missed, you will want to add powder to before you heat set. There's a little spot right there. I love these little faces. Okay, and then you're going to heat set. And I'm going to do that off camera because it's very loud. And I will be right back. Okay, I'm back now, and so we've got everything heat set. You want to heat it up just till you see the embossing powder turn shiny. You don't want to overheat so that it doesn't burn the powder, and then it does not look as nice. Okay, so now we're going to score it to get ready for the cup. Bring out your board. In the portrait mode, we're going to score, and pick whichever side you want to be the bottom, because this is going to be the bottom that we score at the bottom, for the circle. So I am going to score here at 4, because you want to, oh, you know what? Do it on the other side. the embossing powder is going to get in the way. So score that at 4 and then flip it, and you're going to score at every inch just to the score line. So you want just a 1-inch square at the bottom, and then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then you actually want one of them, so either at the 1-inch mark or at your 10-inch mark, you want to take it all the way down. And this is actually just going to give us a guide to put our adhesive when we're wrapping it. Okay, so you're done with the scoring tool. I'm going to go ahead and fold that bottom 1 inch, and then do not score this one right here, because then you're going to have a hard crease and you want it to be a round cut. So get your scissors, and then we're going to remove that one square where you have, and you can actually remove either side, it doesn't matter, just as long as you remove one of the end squares. And then you're going to make a triangle or V-cut and remove all of the score marks that we just made. You can make these as deep as you want, but just make sure that you cut out all of those score marks. So now you've got all your pieces. Oh, and actually this one over here too. Sorry, I forgot that. I'm going to make sure that all of your ends are. Okay, so now you can see, here's our 1-inch score. And then when we go over here, that's going to go underneath. But then you're going to use the edge to line it up. And then you're going to make your cute little circle. Okay, so I'm going to add, you definitely want to use sticky strip or fast fuse. You can use fast fuse if you want. Whatever you use, make sure that it's very strong. Okay, so I'm going to stick one piece here. And then I like to put 2 pieces on the outside. So right by the score mark, and then one right at the edge. I think it just gives stability. Okay. Remove those. And with the embossing on here, you definitely want to use some sort of strong adhesive, because it can pull up from the embossing, so you're not actually doing paper to paper. And then you're going to line up those edges all the way down. And then just give it a nice little press. Okay, and then there is your cup. Okay, so now we have all these tabs here. And of course I forgot to tell you, which I've already also done off camera, you are going to need a 3-inch circle, and you're also going to need a 3 1/4-inch circle. I used the Circles Collection framelits. You would use, I believe it's the 4th and 5th one from the center. I don't remember exactly which ones they were to get that measurement. Okay, so the 3 1/4 size is going to go on the bottom, and then I would recommend liquid glue for this, and then we're going to flip it over and we're going to put the smaller piece inside. Okay, so let's do that. I'm going to use my liquid glue, and when you're doing this, you want to make sure that you get to the edges all the way around. Really, you kind of want to fill the whole tab with your glue. I'm using the Tombow multi-purpose, and then I'm also going to put some glue on my circle to the edge too. Again, if you're going to be putting any sort of weight in here with candy, you're definitely going to want it to be sturdy. So don't scrimp in this area. Okay, so then you're just going to put it right on top of there. Kind of round out your edges, and then flip it over, and you want to push out to form a nice circle. So see, okay, so now for the inside piece, you're going to take your 3-inch circle and do the exact same thing. But you want to make sure you fill the entire little medallion here with glue, because it's going to attach to the bottom piece because we have that opening in there. Okay, and then you're just going to gently put that in there so you don't get glue all over yourself. And you're going to put it on top of the tabs, and it's not fitting in there for some reason. Okay, there we go. Okay, and then you just want to push it down. You've got your, it really sticks, and voila, cute little treat container. I'll just go ahead and use. So I've also used our Stampin' Up! Cello bags. I'll have the dimensions listed. I don't remember what size these bags are, but fits a nice selection of candy. And I actually also, while I was off camera, I stamped and embossed one of the ghosts from the set as well, and I'm going to add that with some baker's twine. So let me get my hole punch. Okay, I've got my hole punch. I'm going to just punch a little hole in here. Actually, yeah, we'll poke a little hole in here. And then I've got some black and white baker's twine. Just going to feed that through. And then attach it to the bag. And instead of actually the pipe cleaner that I used on the other one, I could probably just, how do I do that? So I'll take the pipe cleaner off. Let's take this out. So thank you for joining me today. I hope you liked today's project. If you did, please hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and head on over to my blog at clbcraftcreations.blogspot.com for all the details and links to order supplies used in today's project. Thanks for joining me. See you next week. Bye.